somebody who's been covering all of this. We talk about streaks and 50 consecutive opening days. We gave him a little love yesterday with those 5,000 straight posts about the Orioles. We got Roch Kubatko down in St. Pete. And I'm just convinced you're trying to become a citizen of Florida at this point, Roch. But, you know, when we look back on how many opening days that Mike was able to be a part of and chronicle, what are some of your opening day memories covering this team?
I feel like any time you're still working on an opening day, it's pretty exciting because we've seen so many different things. And the fact that this team has done so well in the opening days, I think that's really what, more than just the individual ones, what stands out to me, that even when they've had seasons where they've really been struggling, they seem to get off to the really good starts, which is why it was so unusual. Even being 0-2, I think it's for the first time since like 2010, and that probably surprises a lot of people. Would assume they've always been slow out of the gates, but they're, you know, at this point, I just feel very fortunate to have been doing this for this long, ever since '97, or my first full year on the beat when they went wire to wire. And I thought it was going to be like that every year, and then of course there were the 14 straight losing seasons after. So it's been a roller coaster, but it's been a fun ride.
You never know exactly what you're going to get with any baseball club, but let's go ahead and dig into this year's in particular. We've heard all throughout spring training, Hy just saying, look, I don't know. I don't have an answer when it comes to filling out that starting rotation. The pieces are still kind of loosely floating around, but that fifth spot, we've said Matt Harvey is not obviously going to be immediately ready to join and make impact. So what are your thoughts? Where does this go while we wait?
Yeah, it's still the mystery. I don't think we're going to find out the fifth starter until Tuesday. It won't be when he takes the mound. We'll know sooner than that. But I don't think Brandon Hyde's in a real rush right now to reveal the identity and tip off the opponent. So we may not know until then. Now, just like we don't know who's following Tyler Wells today in this tandem arrangement, that could provide quite a clue, though. That person that comes out we know is not starting on Tuesday. For example, if we see Dean Kramer in today's game, we know he's eliminated. But if we see Mike Baumann, that doesn't help us at all, because I don't really think he's a candidate to start. They look at him as a reliever. Keegan Aiken is in play, even because he only threw 31 pitches yesterday. He expressed a real interest in being a reliever. He really liked it. I think the Orioles are kind of looking at him that way. So he's a candidate, but he could be more likely to come out of the pen. So, you know, maybe it's a non-roster guy. I'll say again, there's an opening on that 40-man roster. Spencer Watkins, for example, is on the taxi squad. They liked how he looked. Maybe it's somebody like that. Interestingly, the opening day lineup, when it was posted, the card did have all the starters listed, and then the card went down and one of those names was removed because I think it's not official. So they're not ready to say right now, and they could maybe go in some different directions. But maybe today's game will give us a hint.
Well, we're only 2 days in, but if you can give us real quick hits on what has been learned in the School of Rock so far after these 2 days, what do we got?
Well, it looks like Jorge Mateo is going to be the shortstop for now. He'll move around some, but they're letting him get a really long look at that position, which moves Ramon Urias to third base, unless Kelvin Gutierrez is in there against a left-hander. Odor at second base looks like he's going to be a platoon right now when there's a right-hander on the mound. I really think they want to give a long audition to Mateo, who's out of options and has all the tools that they love.